Action. Welcome to Take It or Leave It, where I find some sort of a trending video and show my personal trainer / husband of 10 years so that he can tell us whether it's worthy. This video is about functional training. So I found it intriguing, you know, we're aging up, but also longevity, right? So like, I think at any age we want to know what's up.
Yeah. Will it help me walk to a coffee shop when I'm 80?
Let's talk about strength that actually matters, not just for aesthetics, but for life. You're in the gym training hard. Now let's make sure it's going to help you age beautifully. Number 1, grip strength. Grip strength is one of the first things to decline as we age, but it's also one of the easiest to train. Can you open a jar when you're 75? Carry your own groceries? Hold on tight when it counts? Practice hanging from a bar and heavy farmer's carries. Number 2,
Fantastic advice. Grip strength is a great measurement, or it's used really, really often as like a proxy for how strong you are. And there's a lot more that goes into strength than just your grip, but chances are if you're lifting heavy shit, your grip is strong. So it's kind of an indicator of like, you probably work out or do something very physical, and we need to do something very physical to live a long time.
Like that hand thing. What's the tool?
Oh, the measurement tool that I have, the dynamometer.
That.
Yeah, it measures grip strength. It'll tell you if you're weak, which is really disrespectful. But yeah, by training it with dead hangs and farmer's walks, great. I mean, deadlifts, we'll do it. Heavy rows, like anything, chin-ups, like the possibilities are nearly endless.
Or hang from the bar to pop your back. That's what I always do almost every day.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
It's great. It's good advice.
pulling motion. Pulling strength keeps your back strong and shoulders healthy. Think about lifting your suitcase, carrying laundry, or even pulling yourself up if you fall. That is real life strength.
Yeah, I'd agree pulling over pushing, because we pull in real life a lot more than we push. And really just having a strong backside in general, so that includes your back, your glutes, your hamstrings, like that's what really makes us more functionally strong than the front side of our body. So pulling for an upper body focus is great. I tend to skew my programs a little bit more towards pulling movements than pushing movements.
Number 3, your hip hinge range of motion. If you do not use that hip hinge range of motion, you are going to lose it. A strong hip hinge protects your spine and helps you move without pain, whether it's tying your shoes, picking up your kid, or bending down to grab something off the floor.
I was curious about the hip hinge.
What are you curious about?
I don't know. I don't really do it much, so I was curious.
You do it all the time instead of lifting.
Oh. Well, never mind. I do it all the time.
I think, I don't know that her intent with numbering these was like order of importance, but if we were to talk about that, I think the hip hinge would be right up there with grip strength. Arguably more important because it's going to train grip strength. Deadlifts are going to train grip strength.
Yeah.
But it's a full body movement. A lot of people get hurt trying to pick things up. Like the most common example I get is like somebody's like, I picked up the 40-pound bag of dog food and like threw my back out. And I'm like, bro, you deadlifted like 250 pounds yesterday and you threw your back out picking up 40. But like, that's the most common way that people get injured, just doing daily shit. And then they tweak something. So
let's talk about
training
this, though,
that.
because I also think it's not even like the hinge itself, it's proper form. And I think oftentimes there's a disservice of a focus on proper form in people's workouts. You know what I mean? Like, people just be lifting and shit with no regard to their body, their posture, and how they should go about doing something, and then they fuck something up pretty good.
I think also once you go into real life movement, like if I'm picking up a bag of dog food from the ground, I'm not gonna be like, all right, let me get my shoulders and I'm gonna push my hips back and I'm gonna bend over and pick it up and then I'm gonna push through the floor to grab it. You know, like I'm not gonna.
I'm pretty conscious of it when I'm picking up a bag.
But as conscious as when you're lifting. So I guess my point is like when you're lifting, be uber conscious of it to practice the exercise and practice doing good form so that when you get into the real world where your form just isn't going to be perfect because you're just moving, your body's still going to be trained to move in a safe way.
I always find it interesting that people kind of look at me when I pick up the bag of dog food. I almost squat. I like do like a very deep squat and I almost just lift it, load it.
I mean, that's smart.
Anywho.
But hinge, 100%. And again, I think it's one of the most important functional movements that we can train.
I didn't realize I was doing it. There you go.
Number 4, focusing on the concentric and eccentric of movements. Don't just lift, control the movement. Focus on both the concentric and eccentric, the way up and the way down. That's how you build strength that sticks. Control through every single rep. Training for longevity means training smarter. Never lose sight of the bigger picture and what you're doing this all for.
Yeah, I mean, good advice to be mindful through the whole range of motion. Like, don't just be bouncing reps. It doesn't always have to be slow and controlled, because there's a place for working explosive movements, and so you're just not gonna do slow and controlled there. And be mindful of your movement the whole time. Don't just be going through the motions. Like, if you're exercising, you're not getting as much out of it. If you're training, and that's kind of basically what she's saying, is train. Don't just be there to just exercise and go through the motions.
Yeah, and I guess it's important to pay attention to the direction of your workout.
Yeah, if your coach writes directions for your exercises, you should read them.
I make him up half the time and he's like, that's not what it says. So read your instructions, I guess.
Yeah, great advice to read your instructions. I like that.
Cool.
But I like this video too. I think there was 4 things. I'd agree with all 4. I think all 4 are good for longevity, the purpose that she's putting out there. So they're definitely all things that you should train, that a well-rounded program is gonna have.
Cool. Take it.
Take it.
That's it. That's all she wrote.